Alright guys, so today we're going to be doing a retouch on the photo of me. We're going to be using a few tools over here, and we're going to show you my workflow. So we can see some stuff right off the bat, like, let's go to press B for brush, like that. Oh, got the wrong brush tool on. Let's go ahead and change that one real quick to general, soft round. So obviously I got some trouble spots with my acne. We're going to look at right there. I got a blackhead. I can go ahead and get that out tonight, but we're going to go ahead and do it in Photoshop pretty fast. Some right there, right there. There's some hairs right here. I didn't do the best job shaving, as you can tell. We're going to go ahead and get rid of all these. We're going to leave that dimple, though. We need that dimple. We're going to get rid of that. That. I don't know what that is. It's dry skin. That. I'm going to get the little tint up off my teeth. Make them shiny. Get rid of that. And that's pretty much a few hairs here and there, minor stuff, but we're gonna go ahead and take care of those guys, and then I will fast forward once I'm done. Before we do this, I'm gonna Control Z all of this, and I'm gonna duplicate the layer so it's a copy, and then I'm going to add a black and white layer. Let's see, this one, just so I could see my acne even more, so you can see all your spots better. And this is just to help. And then I will be back once I finish this.
Heavy metal dubstep.
Basically. All Alright guys, so we finished with the minor retouching, as you can see right here. Just small stuff. Now we're gonna smooth over the skin with we're gonna even out the lighting on the face, and in return it'll make the skin look smoother. You can go pretty heavy-handed with this. I'm gonna go pretty light-handed, or we're gonna go heavy-handed and then we'll scale it back. Now, as always, you want to take a bunch of samples while doing this. So sample, brush, sample. That is super heavy-handed. We're going to go probably 80. Sample, brush, sample, brush, sample, brush, sample, brush, sample, brush, sample, brush, brush, brush. Just like that new forehead. The main purpose of this is just to smooth out everything. So now I look fake, and then we just scale it back after I do a little bit right here. This is before, after. So we just scale that back to where it barely helps. It's usually around 60 or 70%. It just adds a little evency to the image. So now that's done. Now that that's done, we're just going to do some minor touch-ups. So we're done with the skin. We're going to do some eyes. All this does, it just automates the dodge layer. So I'm just going to basically dodge the eyes real quick. And you could also get rid of some of the redness in the eyes if you had a person who was under the influence or dry eye or something like that. You could solve that here as well, but we're just going to paint some light in today. Now it's really simple. Paint in the highlights. And then it's obviously way too much. So you always just scale it back. And you just kind of bring them up to a little, just bring them up to like what they would be in real life. Somewhat like that in perfect sunlight. My eyes look like that, but not in the shadows. So we're done with that. Now we're gonna go and get some fluorescent white teeth. Now you could do this with a different tool. You can do it by hand. This just automates everything again. Makes it 10 times faster if you're doing a lot of these, which I do portraits a lot. So I suggest this if you're really into it. This just helps to get rid of the tint, whether it be the reflectiveness of your gums, the redness on your teeth or whatever, coffee stains, whatever you ate that day. It helps get rid of it. And it just adds that. You can't even notice I did anything pretty much. So I'm going to bring that down a little bit, maybe 80. And if you did a good job, no one will notice what you did. So that's pretty much it. Now we're going to do some finishing touches. We're going to do dodge and burn. With this, it's really simple. You just want to paint over the highlights where the sun would naturally hit. So on the forehead, usually on the tip of the nose, down the nose a little bit, and the chin. Those are like the main spots. Hit some people on the cheeks too. Something like that. And just brings them out more. For the most part, I'm not going to do any burning because I think this image is perfect. You could even brighten up some of the hair if you want. I really don't care for that much, but that's pretty much it. Now we're going to delete this black and white layer because we don't need it anymore. It's just to help. Then we're going to Control G, group all these, and this is everything we did. Now that's pretty much it. That's literally all you have to do. I'm going to go ahead and make a new layer and an image and apply image. And this is just going to merge everything I did into one layer. Or it should have. Let's go ahead and try it again. Apply image. Oh, there it goes. So it's just a little delayed. So we're going to do it Control J. So there's a copy here. And now we're going to color. Now you could add your own color. You could use a filter and just scale it back. Do whatever you want. I'm going to add some contrast to this top layer too. Actually, I'll add that last. But let's go ahead and add some color first. I have some that I normally use. Some I made my own. Some I just found online. You could do some anime stuff if you're into that. These are just the ones I have on deck. That one's pretty cool if I wasn't so orange. Nah, let's keep on looking. I like the back on this. I like the background colors. So I want to keep those background colors, but I don't want it to apply to my face. So a trick we could do is we could apply this real quick. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. So we're gonna apply this one. We're gonna click OK. We're gonna close capture 1 because it's making my computer run so slow. And then it added it to everything, but we don't want that, so we're gonna press Control Z. So it took it away. Select subject, and now I believe I'm selected. What we're gonna do is press Control Shift I, inverts the selection, and then Control J, and now it's just the background right here, as you guys can see, just the background. I'm cut out. So now we're just gonna apply that filter over the background. It's gonna look like that. Doesn't fade in as nicely, but we could fix that by fading it like that. So I added a little more color to it. Before, after, before, after. If you wanted to, you could even mess with some blending modes. I like to add my clarity after everything. Even some contrast. I'm going to try to bring in more blacks right there. Just a little bit. And I'm pretty much done. The one thing I might do is I'm going to add a little color and then scale it back. Hopefully this. Or we'll do one of my normal ones and then mess with it. We'll mess with this one a bit. I just want to get rid of some of the redness, so maybe the highlights. No, probably the midtones. So it's the saturation one right here. I'm going to and mess with that. I think 2 is fine. So before, after, before, after. And then for final touches, we will add. We could even throw on some lens adjustments if you guys want. So it just corrected a little bit some of the distortion it gets. That's okay. And then we could throw on a little bit of a vignette. Not too much, just 3. 3 should be fine. And we're done. So let's go ahead and Control G. Whole new person. Alright, that's it, guys.